Okay. Well, let me start the meeting. This is the May 29th meeting for the statewide ACC. We, before the meeting started, briefly discussed our discussions with the governor's office and the progress we're having there, and also the members completing their W-9 so they can receive a stipend for the services rendered and their efforts to undertake the review of all these files and the work we're doing. Also wanted to share with you all, when I've had conversations with state police, MDTA, some other agencies, they really appreciate the work that we've been doing, and they understand that we've been dealing with some trying times and a lot more than I think anybody ever thought. So I want you all to know that all of our efforts are appreciated, particularly by law enforcement, which is good to hear, because I was wondering if they thought this was something that, you know, they were fighting against. They've embraced it. Actually, they're going to be the ones that are funding us. But knowing that they appreciate our efforts is very heartwarming. With all that said, I'd like to get a motion to go into closed session so we can begin reviewing the cases.
So move.
I second.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are in closed session. Carrie, do you want to read the statement?
Yep. It is proposed that the Statewide Administrative Charging Committee's open session of its 17th meeting on May 29th, 2024 be adjourned to closed session. The session will be closed under the authority of General Provisions Article 3-305B 1, 2, and 7, Annotated Code of Maryland. The reason for closing the session may be to discuss the appointment and employment of an individual over whom the committee has jurisdiction, and to protect the privacy or reputation of an individual with respect to a matter that is not related to public business. During this closed session, the topics to be discussed are administrative charging committee cases.
And Paul, did you want to have a global statement in regards to conflicts of interest?
Yeah, I think it would be appropriate, having looked at the files, if everyone can just state on the record that they, whether or not they have perceived any conflict with any of the cases we're going to discuss today.
If anybody has any conflicts, this is your time to declare.
I've reviewed the cases. I don't have any it's Kurt Schmoke. Sorry.
Right.
I've reviewed the cases. I do not have any conflicts regarding these cases.
Rodney?
I reviewed all cases and I have no conflict either.
Donna?
I have reviewed all cases and I have no conflict.
And I too have reviewed all the cases and have no conflict. So we're back into open session. Today, the Administrative Charging Committee heard with Maryland State Police allegations against 12 officers. There were a total of 37 allegations. 7 of them were not administratively charged, 5 of which were unfounded, 2 were exonerated, and there were 30 counts that were administratively charged. With Maryland National Capital Parks and Planning, we had 1 case, 1 officer, 1 allegation, and it was not administratively charged, and the allegation was unfounded. With University of Maryland, Baltimore, we had 1 officer with 3 allegations. All 3 were administratively charged. And then on Maryland Department of Transportation Authority, Maryland Transportation Authority, we actually had 10 cases, or 10 officers. Of those officers, 8 were considered not to be in the ACC jurisdiction, and we will be sending a letter explaining our rationale to the agency. The other 2 officers, there were a total of 16 allegations. Just bear with me. Out of those 16, We had administratively charged 16. And all of our votes were unanimous except for one of our, well, I think it was one of the conformance to law, was it conformance to law or truthfulness?
Conformance to truthfulness.
Yeah, one of the truthfulness allegations. And Carrie, I do want to make sure we note the votes within our decision reports. And that wraps up our May agenda. Our next meeting will be held on June 26th. And I know we already have a couple cases that have been trickling in. Is there anything else for the matter?
Hey, Bob, I just wanted to clarify one statistic of what you said on my spreadsheet here. I had counted 11 troopers at MSP.
One, two,
4, 5, 6,
wow.
7.
It was 12 troopers. Did I say 10?
You said 12. I think there's 11.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to correct that for the record.
Yep. Yeah, make that correction. Sorry about that. Is there anything else that we need? Matt, Paul, Carrie?
I don't think so.
I think we're good.
Good. Can I get a motion to adjourn?